Good morning. This is a meeting of the Public Facilities Commission. Before us today is the Department of Neighborhood Development.
Good morning, Commissioners. With us this morning is Sheila Dillon, the Chief and Director of the Department of Neighborhood Development. Vote number 1 is being presented by Shawnee Fletcher. She's a Development Officer with the Real Estate Management and Sales Division of D&D. Vote number 1 is a request for tentative developer designation and intent to sell to Boston Food Forest Coalition, Inc. It's vacant land located at 424 to 428A Geneva Avenue in Dorchester. The purchase price is $100. Shawnee, if you'd present your vote request, please.
Thank you, Angela. Good morning, Commissioners.
Good morning. Morning.
As Angela said, I'm here requesting PFC approval for the tentative developer designation of Boston Food Forest Coalition Incorporated, hereafter referred to as BFFC, for the parcel identified in the vote package in the Dorchester section of Boston. D&D conducted a public process that resulted in this vote request. D&D held a community meeting in June of 2019 to discuss with community members the continued use of these parcels as a community garden and food forest. Support by the community and the abutters was strong. A request for proposals was issued on July 22nd, 2019, and advertised in the State Central Register and the Boston Herald. One development team applied to the RFP and was determined to meet the eligibility criteria. Based on community feedback and D&D review of the application against the RFP evaluation criteria, we recommend the tentative developer designation of Boston Food Forest Coalition Incorporated. BFFC's proposal will preserve the parcel as permanent open space, providing food access and gathering space for everyone in the surrounding community. The vote package includes a comprehensive memo about the project and PFC vote request. I provided 5 handouts related to this vote request, which are displayed on the screen. The first is an aerial map of the parcel. The second is a photo of the conditions of the site before development. The third shows the conditions of the food forest after some initial investment. You'll see there's some fruit trees added and an entryway, some daffodils. The fourth is an aerial view of the preliminary design of the food forest that BFFC is proposing. There's fruit trees mixed with garden beds, a seating area and gathering space near the bus stop. There's a greenhouse here for people to be able to grow seedlings, neighbors to grow seedlings for their gardens and to grow greens in the winter, and some more fruit trees and bushes along the bottom. And the fifth is a view from the side of the greenhouse, fruit trees and raised beds. In summary, if PFC approves the vote request, it will result in the following public benefits. This proposed development will preserve a long vacant property as a vibrant food-producing community space into perpetuity. In addition, the city will avoid approximately $800 in annual maintenance costs and return this property to productive use after more than 19 years in our inventory. I'm here to answer any questions you may have.
No questions, just comment. I think it's a great project and happy to make a motion to approve.
Second, all in favor? Aye.
Vote number 1 is approved. Vote number 2 is being presented by Kelly Shea. She's a Senior Development Officer with the Neighborhood Housing Development Division of D&D. Vote number 2 is a request for tentative developer designation and intent to sell to a nominee comprised of principals of Penrose Holdings, LLC, and LGBTQ Senior Housing, Inc., land with building thereon located at 15 Everett Street in Hyde Park. The purchase price is suggested at $100. Kelly, if you'd present the vote request, please.
Thank you. Good morning, Commissioners.
Morning.
My name's Kelly Shea. I work at Department of Neighborhood Development. I'm a senior housing developer in NHD. I'm here today to request PFC approval for tentative developer designation of a nominee comprised of Penrose Holdings, LLC, and LGBTQ Senior Housing, Inc., for the parcel identified in Package 2 at 15 Everett Street in Hyde Park. D&D conducted a public process that resulted in the vote request. We held a community meeting that was very well attended to discuss the development of the parcel and to help shape the RFP. A request for proposals was issued on June 17th, 2019, and advertised in both the State Central Register and the Boston Herald Metro. 4 development teams responded to the RFP. 1 ultimately withdrew their proposal. The 3 remaining were determined to meet eligibility criteria outlined in the RFP and were all very strong proposals. All eligible developers were brought out to the community meeting, which was again well attended by over 150 people. They all presented their proposals in September. And based on community feedback and D&D review of all 3 eligible proposals, we are recommending the tentative developer designation of a nominee comprised of Penrose Holdings LLC and LGBTQ Senior Housing, Inc. Their proposal met the community request for senior housing, and in addition, an overwhelming majority of abutters and Hyde Park community members are in support of this proposal's development. The vote package includes a comprehensive memo about the project and PFC vote request. I've also provided handouts related to the vote request, which are displayed on the screen. The first is the assessor's map overview of the parcel. This is the existing conditions. This is the front view of the building, 15 Everett. This is another view so you can see how large the building is. This is an aerial view of the building. And this is a proposed aerial view of the developer's final product or proposal, site plan. And this is, again, the proposed exterior when completed. In summary, if PFC approves a vote request, it will result in the following public benefits: the creation of 74 new affordable housing units with a mix of incomes specifically for seniors, ranging from 30% AMI to 100% AMI. The project will preserve an historic building built in 1899 with sensible adaptive reuse. The project will revitalize a very large building and a parcel of land that's been vacant for several years. The proposed project includes gallery space, art studio, community rooms, garden and recreational space that will be available to both the tenants and the surrounding community. The project is expected to create roughly 139,000 construction hours, which will generate jobs among the building trades. The city stands to save an estimated $60,000 annually for operating costs associated with this building. And also in returning this property to the tax rolls, the city can expect to recoup an additional $40,000 per year in taxes. I'm here to answer any questions you may have. Thank you.
I don't have a question, but more of just to clarify on the record here. Your assessed value is at 4.2. I'm sorry, the appraised value, which was done recently, unless I'm reading a typo, they had the assessed value at $13 million. This project is really valued at $4.2 million, the land, not $13 million.
Just comment, I think great project, kudos to you and to Chief Dillon. This is great affordable housing, senior housing, historic preservation, a lot going on. So I would make a motion to approve.
Second, all in favor?
Aye.
Vote number 2 is approved. Is there a motion to adjourn this portion of the meeting?
Motion to adjourn?
Second, all in favor?
Aye.
Thank
Meeting
you,
is adjourned.
Commissioners.